EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
50, Mike 50. 3 bugs.
4 out.
He's coming.
Five.
Shoot.
Five.
First carry for Darius Geis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch twins. Whip. Watch the whip. Shit.
Hey!
Motion out of the backfield.
Go. Get it.
Geis with a carry on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Leo.
Smith hands off to Geis. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Perkins. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Check my head, read. Sit roll. West. You go tight.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coaching spill. Hey, do.
Smith now to throw. Shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Gurley again here on first down. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try right side here. Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 26 Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Bound to lose one. Slant. Okay. Check.
3rd and short is Gracedrummer. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Perkins looking for the... That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
30 base.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Bang, bang. Look at me. Go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
the outlaw. Go, go.
Check Mike 33. Stay with your man. Mike check 33.
From the gun, here's Smith. Open man is Higgins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that'll set them back 5.
Right there. All day, baby.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
3 down, 3 down. Walking, 6 Mike, 26 Mike. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Switch, switch, go, go.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get in there, let's get in there. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Hey, stand on.
Hey, switch here.
Defense.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another carry now for Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Ready? Mike 6.
From the gun, Perkins, space to maneuver at the 40, and he finds McDonald. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
What we got? 36. Check 26, check 24.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A second down carry for Process. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
On 4th down, Perkins. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
It's caught inside the 25. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll run for it. Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Perkins, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Perkins.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Perkins. He'll dump it off to Procise. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Wrong try. Watch tight. Tight is right. 26, Mike. 26.
From the gun, Perkins. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start on the ground with Geis. They find some open field here. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there out of Geis. 54 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, Jet. Fight.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
10. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, Alpha.
Smith now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Here we go on 4th. Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Again they run with Gurley.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's Procise. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Kill.
Again they run. Again it's Procise. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.